John Easterling has found love again almost 3 years after the tragic death of wife and Aussie icon Olivia Newton-John. The singer died at age 73 in August 2022, after a long battle with breast cancer, and just 4 months later Easterling reportedly met her doppelganger Sarah Owen. Sources say Easterling and Owen, 62, are now dating, after being seen in Santa Ynez, California together in recent months, reported the Daily Telegraph on Saturday. They are believed to have met at a New Year's Eve event in December 2022, and have recently been spending more time together out in public. According to her socials, Owen is the founder and owner of American pet product company Strip Hair and The Gentle Groomer, trademarked under Betty's Best. From A-list scandals and red carpet mishaps to exclusive pictures and viral moments, subscribe to the Daily Mail's new showbiz newsletter to stay in the loop. The equestrian and boutique owner was briefly married to U.S. actor James Howard Woods in 1989 when she was 26 and he was 42. The former couple married on July 2nd that year in a small ceremony at the Greystone Mansion on the historic Doheny Estate in Beverly Hills, California. It was said to be the first time a wedding had been held at the mansion, with star-studded attendees, including James Garner and Robert Downey Jr. Sarah Jessica Parker, director Jonathan Kaplan, and rock stars Don Henley and Bob Seger were also in attendance. Sarah Jessica Parker, director Jonathan Kaplan, and rock stars Don Henley and Bob Seger were also in attendance. Owen and Woods divorced 4 months later. Remarkably, the U.S. businesswoman looks to be the spitting image of Newton-John, with the pair sporting a very similar eyes, nose, and radiant smile. The pair even have a similar shade of blonde locks, though Newton-John often kept hers short, while Owen prefers a lengthy look. Easterling's new romance will come as a shock to some, as the widow recently said he didn't expect to ever find the kind of love he had with his late wife again. Olivia and I had a love so big and so indefinite in time. We embraced it as something even bigger than ourselves, he told People magazine late last year. We never had any petty arguments or anything like that. I mean, our whole life experience and the things that we shared and believed in were just too important. I didn't even think love could be like that. Just months earlier, Easterling listed the California ranch where the Grease star spent her final days. The Australian music icon died peacefully at her home in Southern California, following a 20-year battle with breast cancer. The 4-bedroom, 5-bathroom house was purchased by Newton-John in 2015 for $4.69 million US, approximate 6.7 million Australian dollars. The property, built in 1975, spans across 12 acres near the Santa Ynez River and includes a guest house, a pool, and a barn and stables for horses. Easterling decided to sell the home with an asking price of $8.965 million US, approximate 13.57 million Australian dollars, reported People at the time. Olivia and I made many wonderful memories at our home in Florida and the ranch in California, he said. The message that keeps coming through so clearly is to love life, live life, and never forget about the good things that are going on. The Indian Way Ranch in Santa Ynez is a spectacular property where I can see a new family having great nature adventures and relishing the life experience. The main house on the property has a total of 4 bedrooms and 5 bathrooms, while the guest house has 2 bedrooms. The property, about 200 kilometers northwest of Los Angeles, also features an outdoor kitchen, office, game room, and detached 4-car garage. Newton-John listed her beloved ranch for $5.4 million US, approximate 7.7 million Australian dollars, back in 2019. But the property was ultimately taken off the market as the entertainer decided to spend her last days in the home. Newton-John fought several brave battles against cancer. She was first diagnosed with breast cancer in 1992, which was successfully treated. She went into remission, but it later returned in both 2013 and 2017. Newton-John's death resulted in an outpouring of public grief and heartfelt tributes from those close to her. Grease co-star John Travolta was among the mourners, and Victorian Premier Dan Andrews offered a state funeral in her honor.